내가
This beat make me wanna.
Welcome everyone to 2K Sports. The stage is set, the fans are buzzing, and two teams ready to go. In this game, we'll see Washington going up against Chicago. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony.
Go.
And so off the tip, it's Washington's ball. Pass to Dolson. Here's Irioffen. 5 on the clock. Here's Dolson. Here's Irioffen. Now Carrington. 11 feet away. Irioffen, no good. And it's Washington's ball. Here's Irioffen. Plays it up and banks it in.
Yeah, there was a lot of bumping going on inside, but she's able to fight through the defense and convert the shot.
Pass to Irioffen for 3. Washington with the rebound. Here's Irioffen. Turn around Jay. Wilson grabs the board. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Now Carrington. Irioffen pulls it in. Here's Citron. Misses from short range. Here's Gray. Hits the three-point bomb.
And right there, she shows her touch from long distance. She's got a nice shot.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Engstler. And another miss by Washington. Chicago with the ball. Carrington. Another 3 for Chicago.
And the defense has to be better prepared. You got to be right up on her as the pass is coming her way.
Pass to Dolson. Here's Irioffen. And another miss by Washington. Chicago leading by 4. The tray. And it's Carrington missing. Here's Sutton. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
The 19-foot shot. Takes the 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
Well, yeah, it doesn't get any more basic than that. She gets a good screen and doesn't let it go to waste.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington.
And coach can't like what he's seeing, trying to get them refocused.
Yeah, you have to take a timeout in a situation like this. Stop the bleeding a bit and regroup.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Shot's good by Wilson.
This is why you get it to her down low, because she understands how to cash in.
Here's Citron. Pass to Iriofan. Offensive rebound. Right side, Wilson. And it's Chicago scoring again.
Always nice to see an assertive jump shot. Just going up and sending it in.
Here's Iriofan. Inside. Dolson makes it off the glass. Here's Chicago. This run now up to 13-2. Here's Wilson. It's good from long range.
She fearlessly seeks the corner three.
Washington trails by 12. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Citron. Thomas with the steal. 23 seconds left in the first quarter. To the left side wing. Here's Gray. Here's Citron. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Now McBride. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. It's Chicago leading by 10. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
Chicago leading by 10. Pass to Williams. Now, here's Stewart over Austin, and Stewart gets it to go.
Countless hours in the gym have enabled Stewart to have that great jumper. What a hard worker.
Now, here's Clark. Nice ball movement by Washington. Scott can't get it to go. Chicago with the ball. Here's Williams. It's rebounded by Austin. And so it's Washington with it, down by 12. Here's Scott. That one goes. Count it.
She knew exactly where she was in relation to the rim. Goes up and gets it done in the paint.
Williams with the ball, now guarded by Austin. Plum, no good. Outside, Scott. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. McBride passes to Stewart. Shoots over Austin, and Stewart gets it to go. Stewart's got the lead up to 12 now for Chicago. Washington calls timeout.
And just trying to get some traction offensively. Boy, it hasn't been pretty.
Yeah, right now, Coach needs to draw up his best play, get some points, and give this team some confidence.
second quarter. We're a little over a minute and a half in. Chicago leading by 12. Here's Iriorfin. Yep, that one goes in there.
Well, that is no easy finish. She held her ground even with the contact.
Pass to Austin. Banked in off the glass. Here's Clark. Here's Carrington. And the layup is good. And Chicago leads by 14.
And these are high-value shots inside. She's going to make that more often than not.
Pass to Austin. To the paint. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Fast break points aside, they've had a tough time offensively.
Yeah, trust is what they're missing, guys. You've got to keep moving the ball and shoot with confidence. Ultimately, things will happen well when you play together.
Can't fall asleep guarding Stewart from downtown. She has range that you simply have to respect.
Tipped away. Pass to Iriorfin. Shot clock at 6. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Launches a three. Another three for Chicago. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for Chicago.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And let's also give them some credit for running the break so well. They're making the most of their chances to score in transition.
Now, here's Clark. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game.
Well, when Clark's on the floor, defenses in general have to extend outward, and that creates driving opportunities.
And again, Washington, no good. Here's Chicago. They're on a 16-6 run. And it's good off the back rim and in.
She cashes in off the pass, catching and connecting with the Jet.
Washington calls timeout.
And Coach can't like what he's seeing, trying to get them refocused.
Yeah, you have to take a timeout in a situation like this. Stop the bleeding a bit and regroup.
There's 45 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Citron. There's the three. Drills it from outside.
Well, if she gets that look from deep, she's going to take it, and normally she's going to make it.
Left side, Williams, and the shot is good. And Chicago leads by 21. We've got 22 seconds left in the second quarter. Pass to Citron. Here's Iriorfin. Over Thomas. Iriorfin gets the bucket. He gets it up. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Chicago with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll get you back to the action after this break. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Chicago leading by 19. Tries it from 19, and it's Chicago scoring again.
My goodness, what a move there to lose the defender. Got him on his heels, and then he made it look easy from there on in.
And it's Citron missing. Chicago with the ball. It's Williams with the drive. Count that one.
Love her aggression, getting downhill there.
Pass to Iriofan. Here's Citron. 6 on the shot clock. Engstler. From the wing. They get it again. Kicks it out to Wilson. From past the arc. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And she draws the defender in, and then a great pass on the kickout.
Here's Dolson. Out to the wing. And now here comes Wilson leading the break. Fires from deep. Another 3 for Chicago.
Well, she is just dominating this one. Every time she catches the ball, she's looking to score.
Washington calls timeout.
And just trying to get some traction offensively. Boy, it hasn't been pretty.
Yeah, right now, Coach needs to draw up his best play, get some points, and give this team some confidence.
Substitution on the court.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. And they get it. Citron, that's good.
Catch and shoot looks are generally high percentage, especially when she's shooting.
Pass to Carrington. Here's Iriofan. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. To the right side. Engstler. Can't hit that one. Here's Chicago. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Got that bucket in no time at all.
With that corner 3, she provides spacing side to side, stretching out that court.
Pass to Iriofan. Here's Citron. Nice ball movement by Washington. 5 to shoot. Washington needs to get a shot off here. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Now Williams. Again, Chicago.
You have to get out to her a little quicker. She's got fast hands and a very quick release.
Pass to Dolson. Here's Citron. And it's good for 2. Here's Chicago. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Clark for 3. Washington with the rebound. Here's Citron. Here's Sutton. Lays it up off the glass.
Hey, the more effective she is inside, the more pressure she takes off her teammates.
Here's Chicago. They're on a 17-7 run. Pass to Iriofan. And here's Wilson. And it's Chicago scoring again.
Nice release on her mid-range jumper there, giving the shot the perfect amount of power.
There's 42 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Sutton. Chicago with the ball, down low. Shot's good by Wilson.
And right now, she has the hot hand. If they're smart, they'll keep getting her the rock.
Pass to Iriofan. Puts it up from 12. Wilson grabs the board. On the wing, Carrington. Right side, Wilson. Lets it go from deep. Hands it from downtown.
Johnny Carrington.
And so it's Chicago. Going to the break, holding an enormous 36-point lead. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. And we'll be back with you shortly. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Pass to Austin. Clark with it. Guarded now by Clark. And that one drops. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Chicago.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And another place they're finding success is in transition. They've been working hard to get ahead of the defense and find those easy ones.
Yeah, I know most people would rather be out on the arc, but she's smart to take that mid-range look.
To the left wing, three-pointer, another three for Chicago.
Forget front court players. Amongst any players, Thomas might be the best passer in the game.
Pass to Austin. From beyond the arc, no good from Clark. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
How about the focus from her on the jumper? Total concentration.
Melbourne. Here's Chicago. Pass to Stewart. Now Carrington. Missed inside. And here is Clark. Here's Iriofan. Clark right side. That's good for Thomas on the assist by Clark.
Yeah, the paint is really Thomas's domain. She never takes threes. She wants the ball inside.
Pass to Iriofan. And another miss by Washington. Here's Stewart with the drive. Yes, that goes in.
And pressing the attack, she makes a play off the bounce. I appreciate that.
Iriofan gets the bucket. The 11-footer. It's Chicago with another bucket. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Austin with it. Clock at 6. Sheldon.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
And here is Clark. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Here's Stewart. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Capable on either end of the pick and roll. Stewart taking it herself.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Here's Iriofan. And it's Chicago with the rebound. drains the three-pointer.
Got to get up close to her if you're a defender. She's a player who can hurt you from deep.
To the inside, and out of bounds as Chicago gains possession.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Chicago. They're on a 19-4 run. Here's Williams. Softly drops in the floater.
And she's got the teardrop. Some call it the giant killer.
Pass to Dolson. There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Citron, that's good. The rebound by Citron. To the middle. Stewart with the steal. Gray dishes to Thomas. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And they're making the most of her looks inside.
.24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Citron. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Now Williams tries a 3 off the inbound. Misses the shot. And so Chicago takes this one. And by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For my friends Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us tonight on 2K Sports. Now it's time to present our player of the game.